Okay, today we're doing day 3 of Pythagorean Theorem, and today we're really going to focus in on how to use the Pythagorean Theorem to solve for a missing leg. Again, the legs are the two shorter sides, and the longest side is that hypotenuse, which is opposite of that right angle. Looking at as a review from yesterday, remember when we solved for c, we just plugged in 6 squared plus 8 squared, and we got c squared. This was our A, this was our B. We're looking for that hypotenuse. So we did 36 plus 64, and that equaled c squared. Because this gives us 36, this gives us 64. Add those up, the sum is 100. Now remember, we're not looking for c squared, we were looking for just c, so we took the square root of both sides, and we got c equals 10. We're going to use this theorem, but today, instead of solving for c, we're now going to be solving for either A or B. Okay? So let's try one. Again, this is the shorter side, so we're going to call it A, this B, and this C. Remember, the hypotenuse or the diagonal is always C, and it's the one opposite of the right angle. We use our theorem, which is over here, and we plug 10 squared in. We don't know what b is, so it stays as b squared, but we do know c squared is, or excuse me, c is 26. We're going to square that. Our next step is the same as before. We square it, we get 100 plus b squared. And then 26 to the second power, we probably need to use a calculator, and when we do it, we get 676. And now we're left with an equation. In order to be able to solve for b, we have to have it all by itself. And so to get rid of this 100, we're actually going to subtract it. And this is the important additional step that's new today. We're left with b squared over here, and then 576 here. Now, remember, we only need b, so we're going to square root both sides. We're going to find the square root of 576, which gives us 24. And we now know that b equals 24. So again, it's pretty much the same as yesterday, but the main difference is we're now having to subtract a number from both sides. This additional step here. Let's try another example. Okay, looking at the second example, remember our shortest leg is A, our longer leg is B, and our hypotenuse, or that diagonal, is always C. Again, we're going to use our theorem and just plug them in. A squared, well, we don't know what A is, so it just stays as A squared, plus B squared. Well, we know B is 30, so we're going to take 30 squared, equals C squared, and C is 34, and we're going to square that. When we take 30 squared, and again, these numbers are getting big, so feel free to use a calculator, but 30 times 30 is 900. 34 squared is 1,156. And now, in order to be able to solve for A, we have to do this additional step. The additional step is to get rid of this 900. We need A to be all by itself. So we're going to subtract 900 from both sides. 900 minus 900 cancels out. We're left with A to the second power. 1156 minus 900 gives us 256. And the square root of 256 using your calculator gives us A equals 16. So today is really pretty much the same as yesterday, but remember to use that additional step. Our last example is right here. Again, I would love to see you be able to do this on your own. So don't forget to plug this in for A, this in for C if you need. Here's a triangle. Okay, with your right angle, this would be A, C, and B. Plug them in, use this theorem, and see if you can get it. We'll check it tomorrow. Yeah, good luck.